The AFC Champions League Elite competition is at the quarter-final stage. Tonight in Jeddah, big spending Al Nassr from Saudi Arabia up against Yokohama F Marinos, a Japanese club trying to reach the Asia Champions League final for the second straight year. The winners of this match will take on either Kawasaki or Qatar's Al Sadd, who play in their quarter-final tomorrow. The other semi-final will be between Al Hilal and Al Akli, both of whom won their quarter-finals convincingly. The temperature is heating up in Jeddah, 31 degrees Celsius in the Prince Abdullah Faisal Sports City Stadium, with the coastal positioning of Jeddah only partially offsetting the heat, which will favour the Saudi team. So that sets the scene for the third quarter-final of the AFC Champions League Finals Jeddah 2025, presented by Neon. In many ways, both these teams are in need of a victory tonight to rescue seasons that are in danger of ending trophyless. For all the money invested in Al Nassr's big-name players, they lost in the Super Cup to Al Hilal domestically and went out to the Kings Cup in the second round. Whilst in the league, they're in a real fight for third place. That's the last AFC Champions League Elite slot available to Saudi Professional League. They're just 2 points clear of Al Akli, with just 5 matches to go in this domestic season, and a huge match against league leaders Al Ittihad coming up after this competition. Al Nassr's fortune is positively fabulous when you compare the fortunes of Japan's Yokohama F Marinos. The Japanese champions, or the former Japanese champions, have had a dreadful time since losing the 2024 AFC Champions League final to United Arab Emirates Al Ain. A 5-1 loss there, a 9th place finish in last season's J-League. And this season, they're bottom of the table after 12 matches and have a caretaker coach in Australian Patrick Osnobo in charge after the recent dismissal of Steve Holland. And they're up against a rather famous player, a man who has his eyes on 1,000 goals in all competitions. Scored 30 already this season for Al Nassr, has Cristiano Ronaldo, 7 of which have come in this AFC Champions League Elite competition. Ronaldo, of course, is the most famous name, but he's not the only famous name that Al Nassr have persuaded to come to Saudi Arabia. Senegal's Sadio Mane, Colombia's John Duran, defenders Mohamed Simakan and Aymeric Laporte, Brazilian international goalkeeper Bento, not to mention current Saudi internationals Ayman Yahya, Ali Lajami, Nawaf Bouchal and Sultan Al Khanam. It's an all-star cast with a hugely experienced man at the helm in Italy's Stefano Pioli, a Scudetto winner with AC Milan. Coaches make their way over to the far side from where they will come out. Yokohama low on confidence. It will be a major upset if they are to make it through to the semi-finals, but you count Japanese sides out at your peril. And although their league position is poor, the form they showed in the match against the Raroeds, when Jan Mateus had a goal disallowed that would have brought them a 2-2 draw, instead they went to lose by 3-1. I think their form is better than their results suggest. And so Stefano Pioli and the all-star cast of Al Nassr better take this one seriously, because Yokohama Marinos have nothing to lose. AFC Champions League Elite Finals Jeddah 2025, presented by Neon. This is quarter-final number 3. Saudi teams have already progressed in the other 2 quarter-finals. All eyes on Cristiano Ronaldo as he tries to add another trophy to an amazing career. If there is a crumb of comfort for Yokohama F Marinos, it's that in their former guise as the FC Nissan team, they beat Al Nassr in the final of the 1991-92 Asian Cup Winners' Cup. That was a long, long time ago. And the form guide would suggest that this is going to be Ronaldo and Al Nassr's night. And as I say, Yokohama F Marinos have got nothing to lose and so much to gain in front of a worldwide audience. The stadium is the venerable Prince Abdullah Al Faisal Sports City Stadium, just a little bit to the south of the city centre. Stadium first used in 1970. It's been upgraded in recent years, but it's still only a 27,000 capacity. It will be pretty much full for this contest, including a very healthy contingent, a very noisy contingent of Yokohama F Marinos fans, some of whom flew in, some of whom are expatriates here, but they are not on their own. Yokohama. And what an occasion for them. What an opportunity to put the bad memories of a miserable season behind them. There is the group of Yokohama fans, and as always, Saudi fans are big on their tifos. That's a nice number to have on the tifo. Expect this lot to be jumping and to be noisy all the way through the night. It's 10:30 local time. This stadium, as you came through the industrial area of Jeddah, was like a spaceship when it landed. Champions League Elite purple, and the yellow and the blue of the respective teams make this a colourful occasion. Here are the team lineups for you, starting with the designated home team, who are Yokohama F Marinos, and they show just two changes from the side that lost 3-1 against Ora in the J-League. Renketo and Jan Mateos come in place of Anderson Lopez and Rio Miyachi. Lopez drops down to the bench, but he is their leading goal scorer in AFC Champions League Elite campaign this year. He's helped himself to 8 goals, but he's only got 1 in the league this season. Special coin to be tossed by United Arab Emirates referee. Referee is Adil Ali Al-Nakbi from United Arab Emirates, 43-year-old. He likes to keep his cards in his pocket, just 15 yellow cards dished out in his last 10 matches. Although before that there were 15 in the 3 prior to that. But he is one who likes to keep the game flowing. Starting 11 for Al Nassr. It's arguably as strong as they possibly can have, but 5 changes from the side that had a 3-2 win against Al Qadsiya in the league earlier this week for Stefano Pioli. Ali Lajami and Nawab Bouchard return in defence. Ali Hassan returns in midfield. Sadio Mane and John Duran return to the front line. Duran, the 21-year-old Colombian, signed from Premier League club Aston Villa to add power to an already powerful lineup. Pitch looks absolutely immaculate. For Patrick Kisnorbo, well, what a chance to make a name for yourself. He's managed in the J-League, of course, but also the A-League and in the French League with Troyes. He's part of the City group, as are Yokohama F Marinos. And City's archest rival from their former club, Manchester United, is Cristiano Ronaldo, but he's not the only one. We've got Brozovic with 99 caps, over 100 caps for Sadio Mane. The countdown is on, and this quarter-final of the AFC Champions League is underway. Yokohama F Marinos in their blue, white and red kit, going from left to right. An early touch for Brazilian international goalkeeper Bento. The most confident of touches from Simakan. French under-20 international. Back to Bento and immediately closing down. It's a fairly high press from Yokohama, but playing their way out of it to Nawaf Bouchal. Strong challenge comes in, Ronaldo picks it out wide. Sultan Al Khanam. Ronaldo once again, starting from deep. Well, there's a man down after a clash on the halfway line. It's an awkward one for Otavio, the Portuguese international. Solid challenge coming in. Nico Yamane, the 21-year-old, getting very, very close. And Kato being brought into central midfield as well by Patrick Isnorbo. He's shuffling the pack a little bit. He hasn't had an awful lot of time to really view his charges. He's got them into a compact 4-4-2. Khalil Ajami, 18 caps for Saudi Arabia. To Simakan. Long ball down the line, that'll be comfortable for Nagato. Duran comes back, finds Ronaldo. Australian international Thomas Deng in on Ronaldo. More of a slip than anything else from Deng. Scudetto winner with AC Milan in the 2021 season, Stefano Pioli. In a long coaching career though, this is the first time he's coached outside of his home Italy. And it is very, very competitive in the Saudi top flight. Going to take the ball on there. Sadio Mane looking for the little give and go. It's from Bayern Munich, Mane. Khalil Ajami doing good work. Al Khanam. Closing down from Yonaka. Tono is also there. Jan Mateus making it more a 4-3-3 just at the moment. Simakan can maybe drive forward for Al Nassr. Looks for Duran, little touch. Give and go with Ronaldo. Cross comes in, that'll be a first corner, hacked away by younger Kosei Suama. And in the two other quarterfinals we've seen there have been early goals for the Saudi Arabian team to really give them a boost early on. Yokohama will be desperate to avoid that early concession. Brozovic. Chasing by Al Ghanan. Header from 21-year-old Togolese midfielder Kojo. Duran. Pulls around the corner looking for Sadio Mane. Simakan in first once again. Yokohama got everybody behind the ball. Khalil Ajami onto Brozovic, who's stuck on 99 international caps for Croatia. He'll just slot in kind of as a front sweeper. It's over the top, that's comfortable for Deng. Kanto. It's the extra body in midfield, just to try to toughen things up a little bit. Sweeping ball out wide, now Bouchal. Mane. And that'll be a second corner in this opening 5.5 minutes. In the background you can see and hear the noise of the Yokohama fans. An early test for Park Il-gu, who's not the tallest. Park. For in and around the penalty spot. Again, it's over Simakan. It'll break to Brozovic. And Matsubara is out there to close the Croatian down. Happy to come backwards to Al-Khanam. The loose one gave Bento a little bit of a shock, a bit of a sprint for Bento. One ball over the top, that's easy enough. And Jean-Claude. 21-year-old will have a huge job to do. Thomas Deng. Tsubara. Looking for the run down the line of Asahi Oneka. Average age of Kisnobo's team, just 25.5. That includes 35-year-old Park Il-gu in goal. It's relatively youthful, two 21-year-olds in the heart of midfield. They'll need the legs, particularly in the heat. Though it is a bit cooler, 10:30 local time, the kickoff. Simakan launches long. Here's Ottavio. Well, Ottavio, a left footer, started down the right-hand side. Mane, a right footer, started down the left. Simakan's header. Ronaldo. Had close attention from Jean-Claude. Ali Lajami to Ali Hassan. Brozovic. Ottavio outside of him. Duran made a great one. Fancy flick. Brozovic! Good effort, good save. Lovely 1-2 with Ronaldo. And Brozovic cuts inside the challenge from Nagato. Forces the first save of the evening from Park Il-gu. And it was a sharp save as well. That's arrowing into the bottom corner. Corner number 3. We've not even had 10 minutes. Oh, good one. Simakan will try to get there. The Frenchman's done well. Ottavio floats it wide. This is Ali Lajami. Goes to the back post. Ronaldo was the target. Well, the noise from the Yokohama end is being responded to now by the Al Nassr fans. Away to our right. Nassr from Riyadh, which is in the centre of Saudi Arabia, so this is effectively an away game for them. Simakan in first. Jean-Claude. Down to Nagato. Nicely played. Kept that in play. Bono once again. To ground a little bit too easily. And Ottavio looks inside for Mane. Instead it comes to Ronaldo, who was offside, came back from an offside position. Now there's an offside coming the other way against Jan Mateus. He's got an important role to play, Jan. If he can get on the ball, if he can go one-on-one against Noah Pushal. Up for offside. Simakan. Ali Hassan. It's an important role, Ali Hassan, in the heart of midfield. As does Sultan Al Ghanam. Al Ghanam looks for the inside. Suama with the clearance. Brozovic again, neat and tidy. Ronaldo finds Sadio Mane. Ronaldo intercepted by Thomas Deng. Australian has done well, and that's broken to Jan Mateus. Long ball over the top. Bento's made his move out of his penalty area. Yonaka was looking to get him. There's just an indication of what the Japanese side are able to do. That's pulled back by Yonaka. Matsubara. Only played out. Ali Hassan. And Sadio Mane. Comfortable in possession. Brozovic. That's well played out by Al Nassr. Savio. Well, the pressure and possession has all come from Al Nassr. And the best chance, that one shot from Brozovic, well clawed away by Park Il-Gu. As you can see, they're putting their challenges in. Long ball over the top, looking for Duran. Well dealt with by Kosei Suama. Neat and tidy. Tono to Jan Mateus. Jean-Claude. Tono. Jean-Claude looks out wide to Nagato. Mane with the press on Tono. Tono does well to retain possession. This will do the confidence of the Japanese side, the power of good. Tono. Long-range effort. Standing foot slipped as he had the effort, but it's an effort on goal for Yokohama F Marinos, and they will think, hey, we can play at this level. Trikiznobo, combative player in his day, played in England's top flight. Into an $18 million signing Paranaense, enough to put himself in the Brazilian national squad against the likes of Alisson Becker and Ederson. No mean feat. Simakam. Leila Jami. Al Hassan. Mane closed down very quickly by Jean-Claude. Taken out by Matsubara, went sliding in. That'll be the first yellow card. Then Matsubara sliding in from a long way out, and I think he's just saying I slipped, and we saw that earlier on. Nawaf, I think, accepts the apology. It'll still be a yellow card for the captain. Yeah, it does look like his blades have... Well, it's still a foul even before the blade slip. Ball looks for Duran, instead it comes out to the far side. Al Ghanam. Mane at the back post, climbs. Ronaldo is there. Brozovic again. 4 yellow shirts in and around the penalty area. Nawaf. Simakan and Brozovic involved. Good, strong defending. And a little bit of pressure on the ball as well by Yonaka. Ball over the top, looks for Nawaf space. Matsubara did well. Guided back to Park Hilgyu. Mane had a little bit of space. A great experience for the likes of Yamane. 21 years of age. The experience they'll get from this, the lessons they'll learn from playing against the likes of Brozovic. Sultan. Ronaldo went for the give and go. Nagato was alert. This is broken once again. And Cristiano Ronaldo still going. Loses his feet. No hint of a penalty. A few players have slid along the surface, not been able to get a proper purchase with their boots, and Ronaldo the latest of them. Yamane. That's good defending by Lajami. Got in front of Yoneka, who was rather waiting for the ball, and now Sadio Mane, one-on-one with Matsubara, who's on a yellow card. Mane gets to the byline. It's over Ronaldo, it's over Otavio. Sultan Al-Ghanem rather slides in. Free kick goes to Renkato. Ronaldo just loses his footing under the pressure of Jean-Claude. Jean-Claude again, this time coming forward. The pressure from Al-Hassan. Subara, Jean-Claude. Yoneka, this time more aware of Simakan. He's got the goalkeeper as an option, making himself as a third centre-back. They are brave in the way they play. Oh, Yokohama, they conceded a dreadful goal against Urawa. Go 2-0 down in the J-League last week. It's Tono once again being very much involved in this opening 18.5 minutes. Forward back to Thomas Denk. Mark, another who slides as he strikes the ball. Playing surface looks immaculate. Maybe just a little bit greasy on the top surface. They are remarkable fans. More ahead of him. Ran wanted it short. Ran eventually gets it short. Moaf Bouchal. Samara very tight on Sadio Mane. Yonaka. He looks to his left. He's got movement ahead of him. This is Benketo. Free in the penalty area. Not a natural target man without Anderson Lopez. Instead they go for Tono to feet. Gato will take for Bento. The Japanese national side, there's no real focal point in attack for Yokohama, so they've got to rely on players running deep from midfield. It takes a certain amount of bravery. Seen more of the ball than anybody else in this opening 20 minutes. Jean-Claude. Was trying to play it in to Keito. Keito gets its second attempt. Nagato. Jean-Claude closed down by Al Hassan. Tsubara closed down by Mane. And that pressing results in an error from Jean-Claude. Brozovic, the grandstand below me, people are taking photographs of the Japanese supporters. Videos more like than photographs. They are a blur of movement and a riot of noise. Ali Lajami tries to quieten them down a little bit. It's a lovely ball to Al Khanam and John Duran. On his slightly weaker left foot, never really looked positive. It's a lovely crossfield ball by Ali Lajami. He plays that diagonal really well. And Al Khanam did well. It's not a convincing effort by Duran. On forward again, the pressing so impressive from Al Nassr. Matsubara. Of course, they don't need to acclimatise. These conditions are a little bit strange for Yokohama. Mane. Al-Hassan to Nawaf Bouchal. Ali Lajami, that diagonal once again. Sultan Al Khanam drives the ball in. Gato did well. Claude's got away with a slightly high foot there as he went for the ball. That's excellent defending from Lajami. Caught by Sahi Yonaka. Yonaka did really well, must be said, in anticipating getting it in front of Yonaka. Comes over just to take an admonishment from the referee. Apologises to the referee. That's no consolation to Ali Lajami. Looks to be in a certain amount of pain there. No player has been asked to get up to warm up. And the Japanese side taking the opportunity to get some fluids on board. There's a water break rule in for these AFC Champions League Elite finals. We were just on the cusp of when water breaks are officially allowed, and I can see the fourth official doing his best just to get the Japanese players back, the Yokohama players back, away from getting the liquids on board. Right, back on play. Zimmerkamp, Sultan, for the international, got forward really well down the right-hand side and on a couple of occasions. Brozovic. Central midfield is very, very deep, which means that both full-backs have really pushed on a lot. Duran. Mane ahead of him, instead he comes out wide to Nawaf Bouchal. Yokohama shuffle over. Yokohama in this AFC Champions League Elite had a rude awakening on match day one, a 7-3 defeat against Gwangju in Korea. A lot of goals scored in their group games, Yokohama. They're trying to keep it tight as Ronaldo comes forward. Gets to the byline wonderfully well. Mane lets it run across his body, keeps it in play. Still 4 yellow shirts in the penalty area. Oh, it's off the post and in! It is a gift of a goal for John Duran. Third AFC Champions League Elite goal. Thomas Deng acknowledges his error. Well, Yokohama have not defended well this season, and there is another example of it. Deng just gets that so horribly wrong. Duran is alert to accept the gift, and Yokohama F Marinos, well, their nightmare season continues. Nice finish by the Colombian. "27 minutes gone. Third goal in this, his 4th appearance in the AFC Champions League Elite. We've already got 2 Saudi Arabian teams in the semi-final. Are we going to have a third? Thomas Deng is part of the Australia squad that played in the World Cup 2022. Get a game. Keita was wondering how he didn't get a free kick there. It did look like he was just caught there. Still they jump and still they sing. Suwama. Really had problems though with the pressing. Duran's done well. Al Hassan to Ronaldo, sweeps it into Brozovic. Ronaldo wants the return. Time Deng saw the danger. Jean-Claude beaten in the air by Al Hassan. Duran, Al Hassan. Otavio spins it wide to Mane. One with Matsubara again. Mane to the back post. Good feet. A good safe gloves from Park Il-gyu. Japanese born and bred though, Park, despite the Korean sounding name. And Matsubara. Ball over the top. Looks for Jan Mateus again. Bento is out quickly. Bouchal is claiming that he was pushed into his goalkeeper by Jan Mateus. Not much of a case on that evidence. Seven matches without a win for Yokohama. Bottom of the J-League. Conceding silly goals, and they've conceded a really daft one here. Here's Thomas Deng. Hopefully for him, for Yokohama, put that behind him very, very quickly. He's going to have to. Jean-Claude. Mateus comes short. Jean-Claude can't get there. Mane. bit of time to turn. Excellent defending coming back. Al-Hassan. Brozovic finds Ronaldo, and a quick change of pace. Otavio looks to Sadio Mane, and Sadio Mane makes it 2. Yokohama turned over possession. Otavio had options right and left. He chose to go left. Again, it's a lovely quick ball from Ronaldo. Otavio, it's 4-on-2, and Mane goes near post. Gosh, it's almost suicidal defending from Yokohama, having so many players in front of the ball. They're trying to play football bravely, but once they were turned over, they were suffering the worst of consequences, and Mane makes it 2 inside 30 minutes. Well, all three of the Eastern region quarter-finalists who've played so far found themselves in serious trouble early on. Within half an hour on the other two semi-finals, the Saudi teams had gone 2 goals to the good. History repeating itself. Yamane, Jean-Claude Matsubara, Mateus, one-on-one with Nawaf Bouchal. Jean-Claude ahead of him. Mateus takes the space, Bouchal defends well. And defends well again. The Saudi international, he can break forward. And again, we've got 4-on-4. They are so stretched at the back. Brozovic denied by Yamane. Strong challenge by Yamane, as Mane gets the foul. Sign from Bayern Munich, Sadio Mane. For a glittering time with Liverpool in England's Premier League. Bouchal. Ahmed Simakan. A German Cup final with Leipzig with Mohamed Simakan. Ronaldo. His enthusiasm for the game, it really is difficult to believe that he's 40. Al-Hassan takes on Thomas Deng. Obama just covering the Australian. Matsubara. Yamane. Jean-Claude. This for Nagato, finds Nagato. This time Yokohama came to West Asia, was for the AFC Champions League final last year, where they were thrashed 5-1 by Al Ain. And Mateus. Nice to float one in, that's too far ahead of Keito. He's being shepherded by Al-Ghanam anyway. Well, here's the goal once again. 4-on-2, he can go right, he chooses to go left. The timing of the pass is excellent. Thomas Deng is trying to look after 3 players. Sadio Mane clearly onside. Then Mane, a clinical finish at the near post. Second AFC Champions League Elite goal of this campaign for Sadio Mane. Tavio, got the assist, finds Al Hassam. Duran, score of the first, looks out wide. Al-Khanam once again spins it out to Mane. Ronaldo, encouraged to shoot. Conservatives' estimates suggest that it's about $300 million to put this Al Nassr side together. The danger is there'll be a growing gulf between the East and the West regions as the Japanese and Korean clubs and the likes of Boram and perhaps Johor able to bridge this gap. It's an expensive gap to bridge. Nagato and Suwama of 3 21-year-olds in this starting 11. And look at the work coming in, Ali Lajami. He's been excellent in anticipating, getting it in front of Dono. Slight miscue there from Park. Gives the ball away. Otavio is there. Otavio's got Ronaldo inside of him. Ronaldo to Brozovic, and Brozovic deflected, poured away. Ronaldo is there to make it 3-0. Goal number 8 of this AFC Champions League. Park couldn't hold on to the deflected shot from Brozovic. But again, just look how many yellow shirts are in the penalty area. Ronaldo is clearly onside, reacts first, taps into the roof of the net. Goal number 31 in all competitions for Al Nassr this season. And as with the first for John Duran, it's just Al Nassr are quicker to react. There's one for the photo album, another one for the photo album for Cristiano Ronaldo. (3-0) inside 40 minutes. Keita runs into a solid brick wall called Sultan Al Khanam. Well, Duran, Mane and Ronaldo. It's not a surprise to see all three on the score sheet. Yokohama would not want to be within 40 minutes of kickoff. Mane. Another one who slips. Nagato down the line into Keito. It's the ball across the face of goal as it's a comfortable one for Mento. Tavio. Jean-Claude tries to get in there, beaten to it by Al Hassam. Mane spins and goes. Thomas Deng just recovers. Somehow Yokohama have got to stay brave. Also a lot tighter. Board is there. Nawaf. That will be a goal kick off Nawaf Bouchal. The target again, Ali Lajami, he's won everything. Hit by Nawaf. Finds Al Hassan. Again, the little wall pass with Ronaldo. He's done that very effectively 5 or 6 times. Interesting one. I'd like to see a replay of that. Sadio Mane is offside. Tight, but possibly correct. One-on-one with Lajami, who once again deals very nicely with him, Ali Lajami. Hervé Renard, the Saudi Arabian national team coach, will be pleased to see Lajami and Al Khanam and co getting a regular starts. Saudi Arabia still trying to secure their place for World Cup 2026. As John Duran of Colombia looks out wide. Ronaldo, I think, had strayed offside. High line held. Ali Hassan's done a great job, just as the man alongside Brozovic, shielding any attacks coming from midfield. He's not an international, Ali Hassan, and another offside. Coming back from offside against Ronaldo. And again, it's a correct one. He's taken on the ball before there is a touch. Yes, I'm afraid. In the bigger scheme of things, it's quite a minor thing for Ronaldo to be caught offside twice. He's scored one of the 3 goals that Al Nassr have in this first half. Here's Matsubara. Slides one in. Ento eyes on the ball. Safe gloves. Simakan, who's down. Sabara's ball in. Bruno was the man just trying to get on the end of it. Time to add on at the end of this first 45, which has been all about Al Nassr. Physicality on display. Brozovic dominating midfield, Ronaldo in the number 10. And the width provided by Otavio and Mane. Also by the 2 fullbacks, Nawaf and Al Khanam. Mane, Al Hassan, Ronaldo again makes himself available. Nobody's picking him up when he's dropping a little bit deeper. Iran strong enough to hold off the challenge by Suama. Just looking at the bench, not an awful lot that Patrick Isnorbo can do to shore things up. Maybe Watanabe, maybe keyed up to come into the heart of midfield. Had a little bit of international experience. Ball over the top, looks for Nawaf. Right, Jan Mateus, chance to run against Mane. 2 in the penalty area, Mateus runs it out and almost hands it to Bento. Good diligent defending from Sadio Mane. Looked like he'd given up. And just put a rapid acceleration on. The half-time whistle goes. John Duran with the opening goal. Sadio Mane with the second. First coming after a dreadful error from Thomas Deng, deflecting across onto his own post before Duran was able to score his third AFC Champions League Elite goal. Cristiano Ronaldo adding a third before 40th minute. They'll still jump, they'll still sing, they'll still dance. But this is looking very much like a third Saudi Arabian team through to the semi-finals. Half-time, Yokohama F Marinos 0, Al Nassr 3. very warm welcome back to the Prince Abdullah Al Faisal Sports City Stadium. We are in Jeddah. It is quarter-finals day in the AFC Champions League Elite 2024 in Jeddah. Presented by Neon. 3-0 Al Nassr lead Yokohama F Marinos, and it resulted in a triple change at half-time for Patrick Isnobo. We're going to see the introductions of Kota Watanabe, top scorer Anderson Lopez, also winger Kenta Inoue, just to try to stem the tide and get a little bit of respectability, because Al Nassr from Saudi Arabia looks certain to make it 3 Saudi teams in the semi-finals on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Those Yokohama fans will continue to sing and dance, but goals from Sadio Mane, Cristiano Ronaldo, after an opener by John Duran, have given Yokohama F Marinos a mountain to climb. Beaten finalists last year by 5-1 by Al Ain. It looks like they're going out at the quarter-final stage this time round. Players being replaced: Jan Mateus, Jean-Claude in the heart of midfield, also giving way. The Saudi team and their all-star expensive internationals were too big, too strong, too clever, too clinical, too good for Yokohama in the first half. Duran with a simple opener after Thomas Deng's error. But even though an error gifted the first goal, it was obvious that Al Nassr are on a different footballing plane. Anderson Lopez coming on to try to make a difference, to try to add to his 8 AFC Champions League Elite goals this year. And Yokohama doing their very best to try to kickstart what has been a dreadful season to date. Second half underway. AFC Champions League Elite quarter-final. Al Nassr from Saudi Arabia in the yellow, going from left to right, leading by 3-0. Ball down the line, picked up by Suwama. Here's Yamane. Watanabe picked up a yellow card first half, finds Inoue. And Inoue can't get the better of Nawaf Bouchal, who's had a fine game so far, and picked out Cristiano Ronaldo. Here's Brozovic. They give you the Al Nassr lineup at the moment. Bento, the Brazilian, in goal. Saudi Arabia's Sultan Al Ghanam at right back. France's Mohamed Simakam. Saudi Arabia's Ali Lajami. And Nawaf Bouchal complete the back four. Marcelo Brozovic of Croatia. I'll break off just wrong because John Duran is available to find Cristiano Ronaldo. Always urged to shoot, instead goes wide to Mane, and Sadio Mane onto his right foot, comfortable for Ilgu. Mane scored the second after a 4-on-2 break by Al Nassr. Continuing the lineup: Brozovic and Al Hassam in central midfield, Mane, Ronaldo and Otavio as the 3 behind Colombia's John Duran. The effort from Sadio Mane, comfortable save for Park Il-Gu. The very, very top level. Could look at all 3 goals conceded by Yokohama. Wonder if they might have done better. Certainly for the first, Thomas Deng's awful slice onto his own goal post. Just a simple tap in for Duran. For the second being overloaded 4-on-2. Even then, the effort from Mane went in the near post for Park Il-gyu. And the third goal, Park couldn't hold on to a deflected shot, and it bounced perfectly for Ronaldo, who was on the move. And here's Ronaldo on the move once again. Again, it's a 4-on-3 break for Al Nassr. Otavio goes out wide to John Duran, deflected, and Duran makes it 4-0. You just cannot be overloaded 4-on-3 when you're up against players of the quality that Al Nassr have got. It's a dejected trudge back to the centre circle for Yokohama as Duran celebrates his second goal of the night, his fourth of the Champions League. And again, look at the break. Yamane dispossessed, Al Hassan carries on the run, goes out wide and breaks perfectly to Duran, who rather strikes it into the ground. Maybe a bit of fortune in the way that it's finished, but the 4-on-3 break came after another turnover of possession, and Al Nassr punishing it completely. Two relatively simple tap-ins for the Colombian. If there were any dreams of a miracle comeback for Yokohama F Marinos, I think that goal has absolutely demolished them. Ronaldo is onside. It's got Duran, who's looking for a hat-trick inside of him. Tries to be just a little bit too fancy. Thomas Deng can take it off Ronaldo's foot. Anderson Lopez, first touch. To his goalkeeper. Sultan Al-Ghanam. Simicam. Brozovic, and easy for Otavio. Let me give the Yokohama F Marinos 11 on the pitch at the moment. Park Il-gyu in goal, Matsubara, Deng, Suama and Nagato along the back four. Watanabe and Yamane are the two midfielders. Watanabe with the solid challenge in the central midfield. Inoue wide left, Inaka, Tono and Anderson Lopez. Is Anderson Lopez, strong challenge by Ali Lajami. Brozovic falls over, Watanabe onto Inoue. Nagato, plenty of blue shirts forward. They dare not concede possession. Tono onto Yamane. Suama drives forward from centre-back. Suama rather pushed into a cul-de-sac by Sultan Al-Ghanam. Yamane goes down by Brozovic. Inoue, Tono. Inoue Inoue's got two in the penalty area. Anderson Lopez is there. Watanabe! Fine goal. Go to Watanabe for Yokohama F Marinos. Excellent possession down the right-hand side. Inoue plays it in. Lopez, lovely little touch back to Watanabe. And the little number 6 scores his second AFC Champions League Elite goal of this campaign. Bento goes long. Then look at this, Duran through, one-on-one. Duran wins the corner. Suama thinks that it's come off the Colombian. Well, this is the goal that we've just seen. Ali Al Hassan. This is the one that made it 4-0, clearly onside. Shot deflected by Thomas Deng, and then Duran bangs it into the ground and up and over the defender on the line. A little bit of fortune, but again, architects of their own disaster are Yokohama. Still, they've got a goal back now through Watanabe. Bozovic. I think referee was keeping a close eye there on John Duran. Seen a lot of Adel Ali Al Nakbi, which is the highest compliment you can play to a match official. But he's had a lot to worry about. Both teams have played the game in the right way. Ilgu closed down by Ronaldo. Referee not happy of the follow through from Cristiano. From Saitama, not the tallest of goalkeepers, athletic, good with the ball at his feet. To the very, very top level, perhaps culpable for 2 of the goals. Here's Matsubara, Inoue ahead of him. Anderson Lopez made the run. Lopez! Big chance. Fully expected that one to hit the back of the net from Anderson Lopez. Inoue does brilliantly to get away from Nawaf, and it doesn't even bobble for Lopez. He's just trying to turn it back up, away from the goalkeeper. Mane. Brozovic closed down by Watanabe. Al Nassr though calmly played themselves out of danger. Sultan Al Ghanam then closed down by Nagato, the left back, pushing right up on his opposite number. Fortunate to get away with a yellow card. Referee's thinking about it. Now it is a yellow card for Yamane. And then Al Nakbi, so reluctant to pull the cards out, but he doesn't have a choice there. So Yamane joins Matsubara in the yellow card brigade. And a foul that time by Suama. Watanabe is a bit late, referee plays an advantage, which doesn't work out well. Now there's a break on here. Tono drives in. Looks to the right-hand side. Inoue once again. 4 shirts in the penalty area. A slip there by Al Hassan. And there's still a man down, and there's going to be a yellow card now for Watanabe. So that's 3 in quick succession, or 2 in quick succession, and a 3rd in all. He was late. It was a foul. It was a yellow card. He knows it, the referee. And has dealt with that one well. Nagato. Inoue. Made a big difference since he came on down the right-hand side, Inoue. Now Alpha's got a different problem to deal with. Mane puts that one out. Just 1 or 2 signs that Al Nassr are believing this game is already won. Every reason to think that, of course. They lead 4-1. Al Hassan's very important for this Al Nassr team. Ian Brozovic do a lot of dirty work in the heart of midfield. Ronaldo. Mane gives Nawaf another awkward one to deal with. Watanabe. His energy has made a difference. Inoue down the right-hand side. Matsubara wanted it earlier. Inoue again. Lopez! Beat to it by Zimakan. Ball possession. Just about 2/3 in favour of Al Nassr. But it's changed quite dramatically over the last 10 minutes. All the stats in favour of Al Nassr. 8 shots to 1. 4 corners to 0. Renaka. Inoue. It's Nawaf. Defensive work. Leila Jami. Look very good, Ali. Ronaldo finds Brozovic. Croatian outside of the foot, led all the way by Thomas Denk. Tsubara is there. Inoue again. Tono's made a great run. Picked up late by Zimakan, and Tono looks inside. Sultan Al Ghanam, the clearance. As far as Yamane. Watanabe. Anderson Lopez. Mane, Matsubara. Shot nearly breaks the way of Kono. Thomas Deng is there. Thought of a glory 30-yard effort. Said Sultan Al Ghanam clears Ronaldo's 2-on-1. And Ronaldo is there, keepers out, and makes the clearance ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo. And then there's a clash in the centre of the field, so Ronaldo is down, 2 yellow shirts down. But look at this, Tono is playing on, and Tono is then blocked off by expert work defensively by Sultan Al Ghanam. Otavio. Ronaldo, top right of your screen, just limping back. Good decisive goalkeeping from Park Il-gyu. Sadio Mane, who celebrates his 33rd birthday earlier this month. A likely semi-final against Qatari's recently crowned champions Al Sadd, former ACL Champions League winners, or Kawasaki Frontale, Japan. Changes being prepared by Al Nassr. They also are going for a triple change. Brozovic, Sultan Al Ghanam, Duran in the middle for a hat-trick, denied only by the reactions of goalkeeper and Park Il-gyu. A break coming the other way. Tono, not the best ball, but it finds Anderson Lopez. Lopez onto a Nue. Tono again. For Bento. Bento just wanting to entice the press. Yokohama happy to oblige. Mama loses out, and they only find Thomas Deng. 25 minutes to go. Looks like Al Nassr are looking just to hold something in reserve for Wednesday's semi-final. Here's Yamane. Have a whole raft of substitutions in a moment. 3 for Al Nassr. Yokohama also preparing a couple. Now this ball has gone out of play. We will be getting these substitutions. Cristiano Ronaldo, his day is done. Wesley comes on. This is the Ronaldo goal. Almost obligatory. It's more than a goal a game in his time with Al Nassr. There's his contribution in this quarter-final. Ronaldo is on. Aymeric Laporte is coming on at centre-back, and also the hard-running midfielder Ayman Yahya. Thomas Deng and Tono coming off to be replaced by Kida and Jose Elber. That's interesting. Centre-back replaced. Oh no, Thomas Deng didn't come off. He was just coming to the touchline. It's Yamane who is replaced. First touch for Laporte. For Simikan. There's Ayman Yahya to Otavio. Ayman, another full Saudi international. Can play left or right or central midfield. Looks like Otavio is just going to take the Central midfield, Yoke. Eric Laporte. Spanish international signed from Manchester City. Otavio. It's away from Kida, who's taken over the captain's armband, incidentally. Matsubara can't stretch, and Wesley can. Wesley slides it to Duran. Thomas Deng is there, it might break to Wesley. A prone position, back clear by Matsubara. Nawaf. Wesley's gone over to the left-hand side. Sadio Mane shifted to this right-hand side. Otavio looks for Duran. He's on a hat-trick, of course. Watanabe is in first. Elber, first touch. Watanabe looks to the right-hand side where Inoue is. Inoue's effort deflected by Aymeric Laporte. Been very dynamic down the right-hand side, Kenta Inoue. And a couple of seasons ago from Oita Trinita. Been one of the few ever presents in their AFC Champions League run. Elber's corner, 6 in the penalty area. Yaya is first there. Matsubara helped on to Inoue. Might break. Anderson Lopez and headed in. Oh, but the flag is up for offside against Suama. I don't think it's Suama. I think it's in the ruck beforehand. When it comes back in now, yeah, that's where it is. But it's Inoue who was offside, and even then Lopez might have been offside as well. Short-term celebration. Checking the disallowed goal, but I think there's a couple of situations where Al Nassr pushed out as a unit defensively, catching first Inoue and then Lopez in offside positions. We will need to check whether or not he came off an Al Nassr player, and the answer is no. Goal disallowed. Suama. Ida. Get away from Ayman Yaya. Ayman Yaya's an important part of Saudi Arabia's World Cup campaign. Again, Marinos will be pleased to see that they are involved. Spectacular tifo over on the far side. Theme of this tournament so far. Lopez trying to play it in by Kida. All pre-planned, spectacular nonetheless. At 4-1, crowds entertaining themselves just a little bit. Long ball played for Mane. It's Inoue. Still Inoue. Caught by Brozovic. And I love the referee's reaction. Brozovic disagrees. The referee says, "I'm right there, I can see you've clipped him." And he's dead right. Matsubara. for first touch, but he's found it out to Kenta Inoue. Matsubara again. Inoue again, 3 in the penalty area. Laporte is there first. Inoue saying to Anderson Lopez, you've got to move. Watanabe needs to be careful. Watanabe might be off. Second yellow for Kunta Watanabe. Otavio tries to change the referee's mind, but it's a second yellow for the substitute. And that means a red for Watanabe. And with that, the game is done. Both are yellows. Referee's streak of no red cards dating back to September of last year is clearly correct. Ayman Yahya was always going to get away from him. And Watanabe needs help to get out of the field of play. Eventually walks off disconsolately. 4-1 down to 10 men. 16 minutes to play. Well, that time by Ayman Yahya on Nagato. Japanese international football is on something of a high. The domestic game is competitive, but most of the Japanese international players are playing their football out of Japan. When you look at this Yokohama F Marinos team, there's 1 or 2 under 23s and 1 or 2 near the squad. Best players are out of the country. Mark has to get there ahead. Wesley, and he does. Nonetheless, there is a never-ending conveyor belt of good players being produced by Japanese clubs. They are becoming a league that provides players for other bigger, stronger teams, richer teams. Here's Duran, spins it out wide comfortably. Wesley, and Duran was after the hat-trick. Now off. Wesley again. Still Wesley. Carried away by Park Il-gyu. Strong, powerful run by Wesley. Ashish will get an AFC Champions League Elite appearance off the bench. Year-old, born in Riyadh, nice position to come on. 4-1 up against 10 men. Sultan Al-Ghanam replaced. Ayman Yahya. Wesley tries to accelerate into space. Ran out of said space. Yokohama F Marinos 1. Nassr for his confirmation. There's the first offside against Inoue. I think there was a subsequent one as well. Since then, they've been reduced to 10 men. Kota Watanabe, second yellow card as a substitute. Off before the 80th minute, off before the 75th minute. Quarter-final results of 7-0, 3-0, 4-1 here. West region teams really are being very dominant. This festival of football. Brozovic looks out wide to Wesley once again. Inoue, who's dropped into midfield, tries to feed Anderson Lopez in. Ali Lajami is there and slipped awkwardly, Ali Lajami. Interesting to see how he gets up, and he's nursing his way back into play. And Elba fires one, a wayward one that'll nearly reach his own supporters. Way behind that goal on the left. Patrick Hisnobo, probably good that his back was towards us. Kawasaki Frontale versus Al Sadd tomorrow at this same venue, the Prince Abdullah Al Faisal Sports City Stadium. An attendance of just over 12,000 has been announced for this one, which a good 1,500 are wearing the blue and white of Yokohama. Al Nassr is a Riyadh club and we are in Jeddah. Score of the second. That one just before the half hour. It was probably the moment when we realised Al Nassr were going to run away with this. Laporte. Ibn Yahya. Bouchal has shifted to right back to accommodate Majid. Ibn Yahya onto Duran. Another player slips. Duran hoists it over. Thomas Deng loses out to Ibn Yahya. Otavio. Ibn Yahya to Otavio. Good save. Lovely football, lovely running off the ball by Otavio. Portuguese denied by the veteran goalkeeper. It's a score in this competition this year, Otavio. For offside is perfectly correct, because even though the ball was headed backwards, Brozovic was coming from an offside position, although it's not perfectly correct because it's come off a Japanese head. If it's come off a Al Nassr head, 100% with the official on that one. Unlikely to affect the result. Savio Azianaka for company. Majed getting involved. Savio. Nawaf for the give and go. And Yaya. away from Kida. Mane, Duran, Ayman Yaya, Mane, another big effort. Wonderful football by Al Nassr. It's another good save. Gosh, they could be out of sight, Al Nassr. Goalkeeper's made 3 close range saves. Deny Otavio, Mane and Duran. Final change being prepared by Al Nassr. Good to see Abdullah Al Khaibri, another Saudi international. Yes, they've got the superstars, they've also got a lot of depth on the bench as well. Al Khaibri, very good player. Kida gives it away to Wesley. Brozovic launched off the ball by Kida, but it breaks to Otavio. Brozovic, little give and go. Otavio plays in front of him and out wide. Nawaf Bouchal. Nawaf deflected into the gloves. Duran is claiming for a hand against Yokohama defender. Elbert. Matsubara. They've tried to carry on playing, but they were punished for errors in which there were turnovers. Thomas Deng error, of course, set things on the way. Anyways, ball in cleared, but only as far as Matsubara. Kida. Matsubara. Too deep, it'll find its way to Jose Elba, Brazilian. Nagato, Lopez. Brozovic too strong. Lopez tries to win it back. Push in the back by Anderson Lopez of Ayman Yaya. The final change will be Otavio. Been neat and tidy, denied a goal by an excellent save from goalkeeper Mark Ilgu. Al Khaibri. Seventh appearance in the Champions League, regular in the Saudi Pro League as well. So Al Hilal versus Al Ahly, one semi-final. Al Nassr barring a most extraordinary collapse. This is either Kawasaki or Al Sadd in the other. Laporte trying to embarrass the goalkeeper, who was on his 18-yard box. He has scored from halfway, wearing the colours of Al Nassr. Kida. And looking for the ball, but it's not played early enough for Kenterinu, and he's frustrated. Backdrop of noise is coming from the Yokohama fans. I hope there's a lot of throat lozenges around. There's one or two chemists open for those throat lozenges for them. They've been wonderful. teams, I think, playing out time. Given away by Laporte. Ida. Brozovic works so hard to deny the ball into Elba. Good ball to play in Ayman Yaya. Well, the standards are being set by the teams from the West region, particularly Saudi Arabia. Of course, you can point to the money being spent and the stars being brought over. You've still got to gel those players into a team, a cogent team. There's the potential handball, which is an absolute handball against Nagato. Looks like he moved his hand towards the ball. Maybe contentious at a different time. VAR not intervening. This knockout finale to the AFC Champions League will be held in Saudi Arabia for this season and the next two. The challenge has been laid down very firmly for the East region teams. Plays an advantage for Elba, who cuts inside Nawaf, and he picks up the free kick. Well, we've had one consolation for Yokohama. Is there a second? Kisnorbo will be wanting to impress these travelling fans. Will be wanting to get the job full time. Big job for Yokohama. On a downward trajectory. Being regularly champions under Ange Postecoglou and Kevin Muscat. AFC Champions League finalists under Harry Kuehl. Bottom of the J-League as they come into this tournament. Need to get things going again. Nagato's ball in. Deflected. Really enough on that from Nagato. Majid can't get there. Nagato first back, and Kida back to his goalkeeper. Oh, and a ball is given away once again. But a poor ball by John Duran. Can't release Sadio Mane. Nearly broken sweat, John Duran, yet he's got 2 goals. Elba. Well, he got away from Nawaf, couldn't get away from Brozovic. Love that. 4-1 up against 10 men, 92nd minute, and you're still being cynical, doing your best for your team. Been fortunate not to get a yellow for that. The referee does like to keep his cards in his pocket. Nagato goes long, that's meat drink for Bento. Combative player in his time, Patrick Isnorbo. Fabry. Sumara is there, Inoue. By Majed. Albert. Wesley on one of these driving runs. It's 4v2 again. Wesley drives forward. Another top save. That's at least 5 really top draw saves made by Park Il-gyu. It's the last action of a quarter-final in which Al Nassr were too strong. They capitalised on errors made by Yokohama. Sadio Mane with the second goal before the half hour. His Nobo and Pioli embrace. Cristiano Ronaldo scored before 40 minutes with his obligatory goal. It's finished here. A comfortable win for Al Nassr. They're through to the semi-finals of the AFC Champions League. It's finished. Yokohama F Marinos 1, Al Nassr 4.